What's up out there, YouTube? It's your boy Joe Johnson 030. Announcing is your boy, your favorite, the man of the hour. This is SEL 0320.
I like how you didn't call me Sam this time.
AKA Sam. Here doing another review for the newest episode of Supergirl. I'm actually a big fan of the series thus far, man. I really enjoyed the show. They have a lot of emotional moments, man. You know, tear-jerking moments, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, with no further ado, we're going to get in this review. So what's the name of this episode? It's called Supergirl episode 4.
Livewire.
Livewire, which is actually the villain in this episode. Spoilers.
There's going to be a lot of spoilers in this review, so if you've not seen the episode yet, definitely going to check this out, because we're going to go and sprinkle in a lot of spoilers in this.
Yeah. Sprinkle.
What the heck? What's wrong with sprinkles? It's going to be like drops or drip drops. What? Drizzle. What do you know? What? Just go ahead. What do we think about the episode?
What do we think about the episode? There's a lot of, I think, foreshadowing in this episode that's going to take place.
Yeah.
With Supergirl's boss.
Cat.
Yeah, Supergirl's boss, Mrs. Grant. And also I feel like we're introduced with Supergirl's foster mother.
Yeah.
Her Earth mom.
Yeah. So Eliza Danvers, who's played actually by Helen Slater, the original Supergirl, which is so interesting because Dean Cain plays Dr. Danvers, who he was Superman or Clark Kent in Lois and Clark. They make guest appearance in this episode, and I think that actually is one of my favorite parts about this episode, is finding out the backstory of the Danvers in connection with the two girls. I mean,
yeah, for sure,
Alex and Kara.
For sure.
But what about you? What's your favorite part about the episode?
Favorite part of the episode?
Yeah.
It'd probably have to be the whole bit about like Thanksgiving. So this episode takes place, you know, Thanksgiving. Their whole family dynamic.
Oh,
how
yeah.
They show how like they really bonded and go together, and you know, I feel like all their relationships grew stronger. Their dialogue.
Yeah. They come across as like a real family. You know what I mean? Like, cause I mean, not every family is perfect. Like most families are not.
No
perfect.
family's perfect.
And like the relationship between Alex, their mom, and then like Supergirl, it's weird because the mother treats Supergirl like, you know, she doesn't push her. But as far as the older sister, Alex, she's rough on her. She's really shrewd, and it's just. You're trying to figure out most of the episode, like what is her vendetta against, you know, with Alex. And then Supergirl's perspective was just tell her exactly what you're doing, be honest with her, and she does that openly, and like she blows up on her, and you're trying to figure out why. And I guess spoiler alert, like later on you find out that their dad wasn't just like killed, like he was working with the group that Alex has been working with this whole entire time. And
they claimed he died in a plane crash,
but like their mother doesn't believe that.
She has a reason to believe otherwise.
And see, if she would have been honest, I mean, she getting on her daughter about it, but if she had been honest with them, they would have been aware of the people that they were working with from the jump.
Jump Street.
So, I mean, it's a bad situation, but it's really interesting from a plot standpoint because it lays into question, like, who is this guy? Because, I mean, he's protected Supergirl, he's trained Alex, he's known about her from all this time, but then his eyes glow, and he seems as though he might be robotic. So, what is his backstory? I think that's one of the most interesting developments about this. Because he hasn't aged. The dude doesn't look like he's aged at all. It looks the same. Yeah, so
definitely,
there's some other stuff going on with that. But what do we think about the villain, Livewire?
Yo, she was a good villain, yo, like for real. I think they could do a lot with her character.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I mean she's really powerful. She got some cool abilities to where she actually like become electricity, and like basically like you know in like pretty much become electricity, invading type of current, and actually like kind of like teleport and things like that. She's pretty crazy. So she can actually become lightning.
Yeah.
You know, and invade any type of circuits or anything like that.
Yeah, I think the VFX for this, they did some really good special effects. I thought it was gonna come across really cheesy.
Yeah.
But they actually they had some really cool shots. Like there was a point where she was able to not only move in and out of like electrical stuff, but like it was almost like borderline like between what was it? She had used like the electricity as whips. And then, like, the speed that she was moving, I was like, oh, snap, Zoom's coming to take Supergirl down. I mean, this is the DC universe, you know what I'm saying? Like, Zoom could show up, but that's one of the good things about this show is that they do a really good job with their special effects. From having Supergirl consistently flying and moving. Like, she did this one cool move when she was fighting this villain and it kind of popped out of the DO. And, like, she caught him in the air and then... like went in on him.
She hit him with like this flying punch, and she did so. It was so bad. Like she just was like hovering, and then she just punched it. Like it was crazy. It was literally a Superman punch.
Yeah, it was.
She Superman punched him, y'all.
The only thing I didn't like though,
just like wow,
with Livewire is her eyes. I think that having her eyes pitch black with I guess color contacts or whatever. I thought that was a bad move. I think that her eye color, it was already kind of silverish. It would have worked fine. Like, just add VFX on top of that. That would have been a lot better because it kind of made her seem kind of like almost like I don't know, it just didn't look right. It was like her hair was how it was supposed to be. Like, her movements was how it was supposed to be. I think when they showed her, like, on the TV screens, it kind of looked like an old 90s music video. That was kind of really cheesy. Whereas, instead, they could have had, like, a transparent, like... blue like silhouette of her. I thought that would have been freaking awesome. But I mean, what can you do? I mean, we at least we're getting Livewire for the first time live action. Other thing that I don't know if I like is I think that Jimmy is just thick, bro. Like, I understand you got your old ex come back and you coming back into this, but Jimmy is like, he feels something for Kara. And it's like, I mean, instead of him trying to be like, look, I need to take some time because I'm starting to feel this or feel that, he's just jumping on with the ex, but at the same exact time, he's still sharing himself with Kara. And that's not fair to his ex either. And then Kara's messing up because she's stringing along both of these dudes. Like, Wynn is like, he obviously has real feelings for her. That's why, like, I mean, anytime you invite a dude to go to Thanksgiving with him, just for y'all females out there, if you invite your guy friend, he's single, and you invite him to Thanksgiving with your parents or whoever,
if you feed him,
he's gonna feel as though you really care.
Exactly.
Or maybe have feelings for him. And I don't know, sometimes females don't know that. Like when you're acting a certain kind of way, it can come across to us as you really care. And like, she obviously doesn't really feel that way for him. She feels that way for Jimmy, but because Jimmy's taken, she can't do anything about it. But then she's trying to be nice to Wynn, but it's like he kissed her on the cheek and she's kind of like spurned him, and you can tell he could really feel it. That really hurt his heart. So that's gonna play in later because who his dad is, I know who his dad is. I'm not gonna say, but that's gonna play in later on. I think that's good plot development, the way that they're pacing with these villains and stuff like that. But I don't know, what was your perspective on how the way that Kara's been treating both of these guys?
I was jacked up.
Tell the camera how you really feel.
I was jacked up.
I mean, but she don't know. Yeah. She don't realize what she's doing. She has no clue, bro. She really don't know.
She doesn't.
And that happens.
They need to just sit down and talk.
But that's not gonna happen.
Jacked up. I think she's kind of. Yeah, she's jacked up.
She just don't know.
She know.
I don't think she knows.
I think she knows.
I don't think she knows that she's stringing them along. Like, she's definitely stringing Wynn along, but she know good as well, like, this dude got a girlfriend. And, like, she's saying these small, snudge things, and, I mean, it's just like, she just need to be honest about how she
Yeah,
feels
it's
about
both
Jimmy.
of them.
It's not even. She don't even have to talk about when. She can just be straight up and honest. Like, look, I have feelings for Jimmy, but he's taken. Just leave it at that. That's never gonna happen. And it's gonna mess up their dynamics with working with Supergirl because now Win is gonna be a target as well as Jimmy.
Yep.
And she really don't care about Win. If something happens to Win and his dad finds out about it, he's gonna blame Supergirl directly. So it's positioning for some really good developments later on. I thought it was a really decent episode. I thought it was gonna be really cheesy. One of the best things I will say though is that Cat, like, she's a weird character. She's so hard, but yet she's got a real heart. And I got to see that. I got to see her, you know, listen to Kara talk about her upbringings. And like, I don't know, it was just like, it was a lot of moments where Kat in this episode, she showed her heart. And I really liked every single second when she did it. So it makes me like her character, but at the same exact time, like, why are you always so like that? She's just how she is. So I guess I've grown to accept that, and that's good storyboarding. That's good writing for me to be able to like a character like that. But that's the only thing I got, man. You got anything else on this episode? Alright. Well, that concludes our spoiler-filled review for the newest episode of Supergirl, Livewire. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Episode 5. We'll be back for episode 6.
We need to give it a rating.
Oh, what do you give it? Let me go over.
I give it a 7.6.
What?
I give it a 7.6.
I give it an 8.
I give it a 7.
It doesn't deserve 8.
No.
Dang. All right. Well,
I mean, only.
you know what? No, you just said it now. It's on TV.
I gave Gotham an 8. I like this episode. I wouldn't put it. I liked it, but I wouldn't put it up there with Gotham though.
But you like the show Gotham better than Supergirl.
I like the episode.
You like the
I was
show.
more entertained with that episode than I was with this one.
Wait, what? I don't understand. Whatever. Alright, you two. Alright, y'all. We'll be back. Oh, I will say, Jessica Jones. Coming up this Friday, November the 20th. Go and check it out. Netflix. We're going to try to go and review, starting with episode 2. We'll try to do what we did like with Daredevil, looking at 2 episodes, doing a review, 2 episodes, doing a review. It's going to take a little bit some more time because whether y'all know it or not, it's really heavy. What?
We should review every episode.
We're not going to do per episode.
Why not?
We need to do 2 at a time. That's too many. You know how long it took us to do Daredevil last time?
I mean, we don't got to watch no. Time span. We don't got to do it in a... You do like one a day, I don't know.
Nah, it ain't work.
Anyway. It deserves, because I mean, that's going to be, I feel like I'm going to get a lot of information mixed up.
Well, we'll see. Alright, YouTube. Y'all stay blessed. Keep it locked. I got one more video I'm going to put out tonight on the other channel, but y'all take care. Peace.
Yo.
Oh, snap.